Okay, so for our next section of our project, we're going to begin adding some shadows to these areas. So from the image, your light sources in this area. So you could either draw a little light there or just kind of know that that's where your light source is on your ball. The first thing that we are going to do is lighten up that area. So you're going to go to the select tool, and it automatically selects a color range. So once you have done this, once you start adding more colors, the select tool won't be as easy. So we're going to try to get our sphere done as best as possible the first time around. So that way we have this like clean little line. So the first area that we have selected, I'm going to make sure that my colors are on here. Back to this area. So our light for our image is going to kind of hit the cylinder in this area, and then it's going to kind of cast to this darker area. So the first thing that I'm going to do is pick a darker color for this. I'm going to go to my brush tool. You want to make sure that your softness is all the way up on your piece. It'll help blend those colors down. So making sure that you're on the correct layer, everything's selected right, and begin to add your colors, which that was way too small for me. I'm going to turn it up to 500 and undo my areas. Selecting it back up. So you can kind of see that my brush is a lot bigger at this time. I'm still going to make it a little bit larger. Okay. So I'm going to add my darker shadow in here. Then I'm going to turn my opacity down to about 50%. So what's nice about your brush tool, you can kind of pick same way that we did our others. You pick one of these colors, you can go back to what color it is and figure it out that way. Begin blending this darker kind of color back in. Your goal is to not have any little smudge tools. Then I'm going to switch back to my little highlight here. And add my little highlight to my ball. Oops. Okay, so from here, we're going to have like a bounce light that kind of adds to the area, right in this area. Shadow. So you're just going to kind of barely hit up that little white in that area. I think that was a little bit too much. So I'm going to kind of darken. So that is it for our sphere. The next thing that we are going to do is our background layer. So I'm going to go ahead and turn our sphere off. I'm going to go back to my select tool and select this little bottom area to add my shadow. To the ground.